Hello, hello, hey, sweet people. My name is Foster. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. I'm here with the one, the only.
Alexia Souza. Hello, hello.
Alexia, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm really happy that it's not that cold yet, and we are still enjoying fall.
It's not that cold. One of the benefits of global warming is you can have a nice day in November.
But do you think it was like this when you were a kid here, or was it colder?
Less often. This is quite unusual for it to be almost 70 degrees Fahrenheit, more or less 20 degrees Celsius in South Carolina in November. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, we will take it while it lasts. So today, Alexia, I think this fits in nicely with our theme for today. So this week on the show, we are talking about untranslatable words that help us understand different cultures through language.
Yes.
Yes, and if you have not listened to the last couple of episodes, probably a good place to start just to understand what we're talking about. But today we are traveling east to the Far East.
We are traveling far east. Yes, we are going to Japan.
We are going to Japan to talk about Wabi-sabi.
Wabi-sabi.
That was kind of racist. Wabi-sabi, yeah.
Why was it?
Just me saying with a very Asian Wabi-sabi.
No, it wasn't racist at all.
Okay, so we have wabi-sabi, which is a word that comes from Japanese. It's actually two words. So we have the word wabi and sabi, which is just such a delight to say. It's so much fun.
It's a great name for a dog. Wabi-sabi, here. Come on.
Yeah, if you have one of those little Japanese-looking fox dogs.
Imagine like a chow chow. Wabi.
Wabi, no sabi. Venka. Okay, so Alexia, wabi-sabi comes from two different Japanese words. Wabi is essentially defined as a simplicity, kind of an understated elegance. So it's really focusing on a minimalistic approach, kind of a less is more mentality. Do you understand, Wabi, what we're talking about there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like minimalist, but also that's beautiful.
But it's not like only about material things.
Yeah, it could be applied to all aspects of life. Absolutely. Yeah. And then sabi, on the other hand, this is a very interesting word, is translated to taking pleasure in the imperfect. So kind of the idea of embracing the fact that life is difficult, embracing the chaos.
Yeah. I like this word a lot.
Sabi?
Both of words. I think they are a great duo.
It is an interesting duo.
Yes. So what I wrote here about wabi-sabi is that it's like you can accept the way that the world is and the way that life is, and you don't need that much to have a great life.
Yeah. Yeah, so when we are talking about untranslatable words, I think this one is particularly interesting because it has two words that are difficult to translate. So we have the word minimalism in English, or minimalist, which wabi is kind of like that, but it seems a little bit more all-encompassing or comprehensive. And then sabi, we have the words, you have the word sabi.
But it's not like that.
Totally unrelated. But taking pleasure in the imperfect, it's, I don't know, it really speaks to me in the way that, yeah, life is hard. You're going to have a lot of hardships and things to overcome. And something to really help that is just simplicity and keep things simple.
Yeah. That's how I try to live every day, like.
Live every day.
Yeah.
Can we try this really quick because
I was in the middle of a beautiful
I know it's going to be
thought.
beautiful, but this is beautiful as well because most of our new sound school students are on this section right now, the I sound. So live, morar, viver, and then leave. Can you say that with me? Live, leave.
Live, leave. Live, leave.
It's not le.
I
li.
mean, no, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you as well. Okay, let's try this. Love,
Love,
amor,
amor.
live,
Live,
love, live.
live.
Yes, so say love, leave, live.
Love, leave, live.
So close, but so far. Leave, live.
Leave, live.
Okay, there is a sound in between leave, sair, and love, amor, and it is live. So if you're saying
You know that when people ask me like, where are you right now? Like, where are you living?
There we go. That was great.
Ah, was it?
Yeah, the first time.
I never answer like I live in Porto. I never. I'm always like, oh, Porto. Because I am so afraid of saying this word because I know that I have a hard time. And yeah, I'm trying to cheat on the way that I'm saying it.
I think that's a good example of wabi-sabi because you are taking the simple route of just not answering the question and not using the word live. But you are also accepting that, yeah, this sound is quite difficult for me and that's a part of life. So what were you saying about wabi-sabi being beautiful?
I already forgot, but that's fine.
Okay, that's the show. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so I like wabi-sabi way of thinking or way of living.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because I think that's a way that we should think about life more and more every day because life is so tough and we are all like drowned with our work, with our lives, with our relationships, even if it's family or boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife, whatever, and with everything that we have to deal every single day.
Mm-hmm.
That if you make it simple and really only worry with things that really need to be
only focus on the important things, the fundamentals. Yeah,
that's perfect.
Yeah, I think each word is a perfect complement for the other because sabi, like sabi, so just like life is complicated and it's crazy and you have to deal with that. We can translate that pretty easily in English, but that kind of leaves you without an answer. But with a wabi, then you have, hey, keep things simple, and it will be a lot easier to deal with all the complications. Yeah. It's quite beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's awesome. We should do that every single day. Seriously.
Yeah.
We were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah, a little bit talking about perseverance. Yeah, I think that's more of the sabi part of wabi-sabi. But Alexia, we are using all of these untranslatable words as kind of an opening door to these cultures. Does this tell you anything or pique your interest about Japan or Japanese culture?
Yeah, I mean, Japan is awesome, and Japanese
people.
Yeah, I don't know why I say person. People, they are amazing as well, and I think it's a completely different culture than Brazilians and Americans as well. And even though like Brazil and United States, they have a huge Japanese community, it's not the same, right? Yeah, I really want to go to Japan one day. And one thing, we were visiting Virginia like 2 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly. And we went to this park and there was a Japanese garden.
Yeah.
Right? And you were talking about like how the Japanese garden is not that perfect, but is meaningful, you know?
Meaningful?
Yeah, meaningful.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Japanese gardens, Japanese architecture and landscapes because it just really draws your attention to a different place, makes you focus inward, gives you a little bit of wabi-sabi, perhaps.
That's my point.
Yeah, when I'm thinking about
I'm very
wabi-sabi,
good at this of connecting things.
you do make a lot of connections. Two things when I think of wabi-sabi. First, sushi. Probably because wabi-sabi sounds a lot like wasabi.
Hot Philadelphia.
Hot Philadelphia.
Ooh, I miss having a good Japanese food.
Okay, I don't know if wabi-sabi is exactly like a hot Philadelphia, but just the art of sushi, like super simple, just fish and rice. But it's also like this really laborious task making the perfect rice. I don't know. It seems like there's something there. But I also think about the concept of a salaryman. Do you know what that is?
A what?
A salaryman.
Salary is paycheck.
Yeah. So there's this kind of cultural phenomenon in Japan that there's a whole class of people that they call salarymen who are just like upper middle class Japanese guys who work in offices and they work all of the time. And in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was just this explosion of Japanese people either dying at work or killing themselves because they were working so much. So it sounds like they kind of had too much sabi and not enough wabi.
Yes, but at the same time, think about it. Like Japan is so tiny and so many people there. And it keeps growing and it keeps like trying to conquer the world in many ways.
Does it?
So they don't use wabi-sabi that much. They're not happy with whatever they already have.
Okay.
Speaking about Japan as a country.
I am going to defend the Japanese and say that Alexia's historical context is about 70 years outdated. We are not talking about World War II. We are talking about 2019, almost 2020. But the point of these untranslatable words is just to get us thinking more about cultures and perhaps doing some reflection and study. So we have...
What? I do think that they still want to conquer the world with their technology advances and etc. And I think that they do a pretty good job doing that. But either way, you don't have to go to fight war because of that. But
where did you hear this from? Did your dad tell you this?
No.
Marco Antonio?
No, he didn't.
Are you sure you're not thinking about China trying to conquer the world with technology? No. Japan is a small island.
They are still doing pretty well with technology.
Yeah, but they're not trying to conquer the world. They're not even like relevant on the geopolitical stage. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe Alexia needs a little bit more wabi-sabi in her life. To all our Japanese listeners, we love you. Alexia
we love you. We
is going to read some history books. And yeah.
Eu pago muito mico, meu Deus.
Ela paga muito mico. Enquanto Alexia está paying the monkey, we will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Bye.